Welcome all to the Not Great Vantage Point, Detroit Lakes Arena number 2. It's the best I got for broadcasting today. Wi-Fi isn't the greatest, but I think it's good enough to hold up, hopefully. So this will almost have to be like a radio broadcast, especially if they're on the other end. You're not going to be able to see who's doing what very well. But I'll try to describe it my best. So drove all the way here. I thought I overheard one of the coaches say this is DL's first game or something, but could be wrong on that. One game today, and that's it for the weekend, which is a pretty short hockey weekend, it seems. Aside from Claire's Warrior Cup tomorrow on Sunday, we don't have any more hockey for the 15s going on. Went to enjoy the varsity game last night where Brainerd Little Falls Flying Warriors defeated Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars to score 3-1. We were up, went up 2-0 right away early, and luckily held on to the lead, and they scored one to make it 2-1 in like the second or even third, and then we ended up hitting an empty netter with 6 seconds left to seal it up as Bloomington Jefferson was putting the pressure on, so the empty netter really helped us. So good job to the Lady Flying Warriors, the varsity team, on the W. So I told somebody I was sitting next to, it makes me feel old. All these varsity names now are girls that we've seen in these younger classes moving up and playing varsity. Three minutes and 50 seconds of warm-ups. Said I wish we were on the other side so you could actually see. Kai-san says hello from lovely Camp Ripley. Hello, Kai-san. Thank you for protecting our country so I can be over Detroit Lakes where you're going to be later tonight for a game, Olivia's game at 6 o'clock. She have a game at 6? Or is it like a practice or something? Either way, he wanted me to stick around here till 6 so I could see him. I'm sure my wife wouldn't mind just sitting in Detroit Lakes for an extra about 5 hours. Maybe some of you are watching from the deer stand. This time of day, maybe not. You're in for lunch. We have still have a couple of injuries. We have Ellie Hogstead is not playing today. At least that's what I was told. I don't see her over on the bench, but I think Allie was playing today. Allie Owen was gearing up today. Oh, there they are. I was looking at the wrong bench. I'm kind of stuck down in this corner because I did speed tests all around the rink, and this seemed like to be the best corner for the Wi-Fi. Tried to find the cleanest piece of glass I could find, although we are on the visitor or the home side here now for warm-ups. Too bad we couldn't be down the other end, but that's where I started. But the Wi-Fi was pretty much cut in half down there in this tin can. It's the first time I've been to this Detroit Lakes Arena, actually. Every other time we've been here for over all the years is I've never made it because I was on call or doing something else. So Kai-san has very good high hopes for our ladies here. He thinks that we're going to annihilate this team. And I hope you're right, Kai-san. My mother said, sounds good and looks good. Good. Glad you can hear me and see all right. See, now, I was thinking about standing over. They have that little tiny ramp thing that you can stand on as a spectator, but then you can't see down the sides to be at like center ice. So we'll just have to go end to end here, and hopefully be able to tell what's going on from down here, and we'll get it figured out. Brainerd Little Falls wearing the dark jerseys today. On the far side, I don't know where Mom is. Go find her. Because hockey is backwards from every other sport I grew up with, where the home team is light colored jerseys and the away team is darks. Again, sporting their Iron Fire, Ironworks jerseys from Iron Fire, ironfiremn.com for all of your metalworking needs. Visit Stan Dobosensky at ironfiremn.com. Thanks, Dobosenskys, for sponsoring the 15U Iron Fire Ironworks hockey team this year. There sounds the horn as the girls gather up all the pucks. I wonder why my team, or our team, never gather around me for this. It's always a opposing team. Parents, I should say. Yeah, at least we got one real referee out there. At first, it was a guy just skating around. Two of them. Looked like a coach or something. I was like, oh, is this going to be a coach-ref game? But we got all official now, so. So ladies skate down in the far end, circle up a little bit, give their pregame preach. I think I'm going to move this tripod though, because the DL locker room is directly behind me, and I feared it was going to get kicked over on the way when they were hitting the ice, and it did get kicked once, just didn't get kicked over. That was before we went live though. So it looks like the starting five out there is going to be Westfall, Tome, Dump Rope. Let's see, who is that? I should probably get my roster out. It's hard to see from down here. I still have good vision, but I don't know what my roster is. We'll figure it out. But on the face-off is Dump Rope. Fighting in at center ice. Dump Rope takes it. I better zoom out here a little bit so you can see now. So if the action comes down this way, we'll have a good viewpoint, but shot fired in now. Over the near side, or far, I can't even say near side, far side. I'm going to say this is near side since I'm on this side. Back skating is Tome. Passes over to LeBlanc. Skating up for it is Horton. Taken away by DL on the far side boards. Pass cross ice. Back to Tome as Brainerd Little Falls took it away. Now McKenna skating in with it. Puts a shot down towards the net. Bounces off the backboard. LeBlanc fighting for it. LeBlanc's sister, Lexi, scored a goal last night. Her first goal as varsity, I believe, in the game. I think hers was the second goal of the game, the go-ahead. Well, we were up 1-0 right away, but Allie Oim back on the ice now, number 28, over in the near side. Allie's skating in with it now. Does a little do-si-do, passes over. There's a lot more camera work down in this angle. I don't think I'm zoomed out all the way. There. No. Go find your mother and quit bugging me. Oh, okay. Hello, board. I'm Dad. Face-off taken by Brainerd Little Falls. Pass back to Johnson. Now, ooh, tripped up by Beal, but they're not calling it. She tripped over the stick. Pass cross ice. Number 16 skating in now. I can't tell what's really going on down there. Over the near side. Shot on net. Delaney saved it. Pushed over to the far side. Maybe I could zoom in. I'll try to zoom out as we come this direction. Shot. I couldn't tell if that was where that went because I was looking at my notepad. Now coming our direction is Oim. Williams skating with it, puts a move on one girl, loses control of it, sent over towards the net. Not quite on net, pushed off by the goalie. Williams fighting for it up in the corner now. DL takes control of it. Sends it all the way down to the corner. It's going to be an icing. 14:54 left in the first period. Still 0-0 in this very early young game. Westfall out there with Tome, Dump Rope, LeBlanc, and Horton. And I got the locker rooms behind me clearing out. It looks like the boys going over to the other side. Puck all the way up towards the blue line, kept in by LeBlanc. LeBlanc putting a couple of do-si-do moves on, gets through, back passes over to Tome. Tome puts a shot on net, kicked off by their goalie. Back to Tome at the blue line, shot into the shin guard of a girl. Diving attempt to keep it in was LeBlanc. Just hopped over her stick though. Pass back to LeBlanc. Kept down in the zone. Here comes McKenna. Sniper took down LeBlanc. Now back out of the zone, so they're doing a few passes. Try to wait till we get back on sides. Horton enters the zone with it, met by DL. Kind of fighting for it over there. Now number 9 skating up far side boards, but over to the Dump Rope. Dump Rope picks it off, passes cross ice towards Tome. Tome tries to get it back over to this side for Westfall. Good passing now. There's Scarlett with it. Taken over now by, that's Rodemaker. Dishes it down into the, right down by us, but it's going to be an icing. 13:51 left in the first, 0-0. See, this is where a second person like Kai-san would come in handy for the camera work. I almost have to watch through the iPad. I can't tell who's on the face-off. Looks like Rodemaker, won by Rodemaker. Now pass over to Oim. Oim skating up near side now, gets poked, but she takes it, fires in a shot over the top of the net now. All the way over to the other side, kept in by Johnson. I think, no, that was Scarlett. Oim takes it, tries a backhanded pass up towards out front, but nobody out front besides DL. Now DL passes cross ice back into our zone. DL takes control of it, skating up the scoreboard, far side boards. Back behind the net, fighting for it, or I can't tell who shot. Picked up by Delaney as it went across her face. It looked like she kind of reached out for it. Not sure if you count that as a save, probably not. So, defensive zone face-off coming here. Looks like Dump Rope on the dot. McKenna's out there, it appears, from way down here. Dump Rope wins the face-off. LeBlanc has it, skating around the back side of the net. Now skating around the near side. Coming towards us, she's got a head of steam. She puts a move on, kind of lost control of it, trying to backhand flick it in there, but couldn't quite get it on the net. Now over the other side, nice moves by LeBlanc to get it all the way down there. Now but Tome launches a blue line bomb deflection shot from Westfall right next to the net. Was over the top of the net, but she had some steam on that one. Some mustard on that hot dog, if you will. Back in the far side now. DL is going to be in a foot race with it. Shot, save Delaney. I feel like a real hockey parent standing around the glass now. Vantage point again, not great. But on the face-off down there, looks like it's going to be Rodemaker. Face-off one right towards Delaney. Puck skated across the front of Delaney as she kicked it off with her pad. Here comes Johnson. Tries to get the zone cleared back, passes it over, but DL takes control of it. Now Ali Oim skating towards us, putting the pressure on his Detroit Lakes. Far side picked off now, shot by Rodemaker from the dot. Couldn't quite get through all the defensive traffic. Kept in the zone now by Johnson. Puck bounces out of the zone. Up in the far side boards now. Skating down. Taking control of his Scarlett. Red. Terrell. And coming this direction now was... Couldn't tell who that was. I think that was Beal. Rodemaker fighting for it. Now back pass over from Beal over to the far side boards. Rodemaker and Terrell over there. Skating across center ice is DL. Poke checked away nicely by Rodemaker. Back around the backside of the net now is Scarlett. Scarlett takes it around the backside. Avoided one defensive person, just flings it all the way down, and it might be icing. Yep. 11:17 left in the first period, still 0-0. Let's see that B-word score a goal today, and by that, he means Bailey. For all the people who are new to this, not the B-word you're thinking of. Dump rope on the face-off in the defensive end now. Over to DL. DL fires in a shot, deflected before it could get to Delaney by Tome, it looks like. Back behind the net now as dump rope passes it over to Rodemaker, possibly. Now back up to dump rope. Puck gets sent down towards the net. It's going to roll past the net and be an icing. Dump rope had the Jets turned on, though. She's trying to get to it with that other DL skater, but neither of them could make it there before it crossed the red line, so we're going to have another defensive zone face-off coming. 11 minutes left in the first. I think this DL team had two girls last name Schmidt that played on the Gulls team you guys are on this summer. I don't remember anybody. I think the only quote-unquote out-of-towner we had was from Northern Lakes on the team that Delaney was on. Shot pushed off by Delaney now over to the far side. DL takes control of it, sends it down, tries to get it towards Delaney, but Tome there to deflect it. Horton down in the corner now. Puck back behind the net on the left side, centering pass, shot, save Delaney now over towards Bailey. Bailey skating with it up the near side, or far side, I'm going to call it. She's got a little bit of room to work, passes it over to dump rope. Dump rope fires in a shot, saved by the goalie. So a nice pass in there by the ladies, trying to get a shot on net, and did. Try to sneak one past the goalie now. So, offensive zone face-off, front and center here. Here's Rodemaker on the dot. Face-off won by Rodemaker, back to Isla. Puck loose back behind the net now. Picked up by Rodemaker, trying to wrap one in there, but couldn't quite get it. The goalie had her pad stuck out there, now going the other direction. Is number 9, she's on a line. And offsides. Number 9's on a line. Wonder if she refers to herself as 9, just like our Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy refers to himself. His alter ego is just 9. On the face-off was Rodemaker. I think it was won by us, but picked up by DL now. Put a shot on net. Now Delaney pushes it off. Scarlett fighting for it down in the corner with Oim. Backhanded out by Beal, I think. Now taken by DL. Shot saved Delaney. Pushed off now. Round to the near side. Calling left side near side because I'm closer to this. Picked up by DL in front. Fanned on now by a girl. Back behind the net now. Johnson picks it up. Sends it over to the right. Puck sent across the face of Delaney, I think. I couldn't tell it was in front of her. Probably was. Pass up now towards Rodemaker. Couldn't quite handle it. And now we're just going to fling it down for another icing. 9:09 left. Another defensive zone faceoff coming here. Haven't spent a whole heck of a lot of time on our offensive end so far. The official, unofficial shot count is 7 for DL, 2 for us. But again, the official, unofficial. Face off his dump rope. Coach is yelling one. One by dump rope, hit back towards Tome. Now skating over the other side is LeBlanc. LeBlanc skating with it now near side. Pass cross ice. The dump rope up front. Shot. Puck was loose. She got defender put a stick on it at the last second. And she had a nice pass there from LeBlanc to dump rope. Couldn't quite get a full shot off, though. Sent on net, covered up by the goalie. So, nice work there, ladies. Getting a nice organized shot on net. Start sneaking them through there. TTTTV. Let's go B-word. I think that's the Tomes, so that means that they give me the green light to call their kid a B-word, I guess. The B-word, not a B-word. And that stands for Bailey. And that was Bailey right there. Shot saved by the goalie. Was floating around in the crease for a little bit. Kept in nicely by LeBlanc. LeBlanc sends one down. Bangs off the boards right in front of me. Now over to the far side. Tome turning on the Jets. Nice box out move to box that girl out so LeBlanc could get the puck as she's skating up the left side now. Crosses ice now. Fires in a shot. Hits in the face of the goalie. Couple down for us. Didn't see what happened because I was putting check marks down on the shot column for me in the unofficial shot count. So, offensive zone faceoff coming here now. Oim out there with Beal, Johnson, Terrell, and that is Rodemaker on the faceoff on the dot. Who won it? All the way back around to clear the zone now. Back to Johnson, who tries to dump it back down in. Now over to the far side boards, near side, whatever side, left side boards, banged off the boards now. Sent cross ice where it's going to be picked up. It's going to be offsides. Must have been. So they're going to do a center ice face-off. 7:47 left in the first period, 0-0. Shots are fairly even now, 7-6. So he picked up a few, got a little offensive pressure here in the last few minutes. Puck floating around the blue line now, picked up by Deal, cross ice pass, intercepted by Oim. Oim just dumps it back down in the zone where DL takes control of it. She skates it back around the backside of the net. Rounds the corner now, skates center. Tripped up nicely by Oim. Johnson backhand passes over towards Oim and Rodemaker, but picked up by DL. Now coming the other way was Rodemaker. Puck loose out in center ice. Here comes LeBlanc with it. LeBlanc skating around one girl, going strong side, left side. Can't see it behind that post, but that's LeBlanc fighting for it against two DL girls. One of the DL girls comes out of the scrum with it. Sends it all the way down. It's going to be icing if it makes it, and it is. So we're going to have another offensive zone face-off coming here. Looks like we're going to get a line change. Dump rope skating out. We'll be front and center here maybe. Looks like, nope, other side. One day I'll figure out how they decide which face-off circle to go into. So yes, that was correct. Dump rope on the face-off. Westfall out there with Horton. One back to Horton. Horton back, bangs off the boards, tries to get it up to Tome. Kind of through the Tome stick now all the way down to the other end. LeBlanc sprinting after it. Was that LeBlanc? Yep, but couldn't, the puck outran him, so we're coming back. We're going to do it again. Offensive zone face-off. Dump rope in the dot again. Same personnel out there. Westfall closest to us. Horton far side. The B-word far side defense, and LeBlanc Le B-word near side defense. Face off one back towards Westfall. Can't quite handle it. DL picks it up in stride as they're skating down with it. Poke checked away now over to the left side. Picked up by dump rope, but taken away by DL. Banging around the boards over there is LeBlanc. Dump rope takes it off the boards, pushes it off the boards to herself. Fires a nice pass over to Westfall. Westfall backhand shot, puck loose out front, covered up. Sent off to the far side. Oh, trying to catch it in stride was Terrell, but couldn't quite handle it. But taken away now by, that was Tome. So coming this way now is Bailey. The B word has it now, center ice pass. Or centering pass, I should say. Now back behind the net. Oim tried to get there, but taken away by DL, but picked up now by Rodemaker. Rodemaker sends it down in the corner where Oim's going to be the first one there, skating with it around the backside of the net, trying to get it passed back up to Horton, but taken away by Detroit Lakes, who tries to clear the zone, but kept in by Terrell, but picked off now by Detroit Lakes. As we fly back on defense. Puck right behind the net now is taken away by Isla Johnson. Coming this direction now is Rodemaker. Rodemaker just sends it up the glass, or off the boards, I should say. Bump far side, 5 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first period, still 0-0. Here comes one of the DL girls skating off far side, shot saved Delaney, back to the left side now. Fighting for it back behind the net. DL still has it, tries to put a shot down, but Terrell there to block that one. Off the boards on the right side, another shot. Save kicked off by the pads of Delaney towards Scarlett. DL controlling it, not really. Yeah, out in front, fanned on a little bit off the skates of Johnson standing out in front of the net. Now skating around, getting on the boomerang effect slingshot. Here comes Scarlett, Red Terrell, skating up now the left side. Gets taken down, and we're going to get a penalty. Is what I'm going to say. She got tripped up there? No? Yep. Yep, no, yeah, no. Yep, there goes one in the box. So the first penalty of the game is against Detroit Lakes. And Brainerd Little Falls will be on a power play here with 4:23 left in the first, 0-0. Dump rope on the face-off. Horton out there with LeBlanc, Westfall, and the B-word, Tome. Puck loose out in front. Back pass intercepted by Dump Rope. Dump Rope bangs it off the boards over towards Tome. Tome passes cross ice to LeBlanc. LeBlanc fires the top corner shot. Missed just by about 6 inches right. Her left, our right. Floating around now, DL puts a shot on net. It's going to be on Delaney. So there's no icing. Picked up by Dump Rope. Passes it up. Nice touch pass back to McKenna. Back to Dump Rope. Dump Rope advancing the puck now up to the far side. Kind of gets it poke checked away. She's fighting for it. She's going to try a little wraparound attempt here. Yeah, goalie waiting for it. She's looking for someone to pass to. Bangs it off the boards up towards Johnson. Johnson's pass over towards LeBlanc. LeBlanc skating in, centering pass, trying to get it to McKenna. Picked up by LeBlanc. 1 minute and 4 seconds left in the power play. Johnson kind of got lit up there a little bit as she's trying to pass it off, but kept in nicely now by Rodemaker. Rodemaker fighting for the puck all by herself there. So nice job, Rodemaker. Back to Johnson. Johnson fires one deflection. Oh, goal! Off the stick of Isla Johnson. Deflected off of two of the Detroit Lakes girls. And hit the pipe and went in. So with that, 3:08 left, power play goal. Brainerd Little Falls goes up 1-0. See how long it takes. I hit the score up 1. There it is. A little slower in this rink. So, nice blue line snipe by Ella Johnson. Did the Plinko game and ended up finding the back of the net. Back to the far side now. Number 8 skating up with it. Defensive pressure now by Scarlett Red Terrell. Now back behind the net. DL comes up with it. Wraparound attempt. Puck loose out front. Still loose out front. Another shot deflected. Luckily taken away nicely, though, by Johnson. Johnson bangs it off the boards to clear the zone. Sent back down in the zone. Picked up now by Johnson. Johnson skating with it up the center ice. Puts on one move. Puts on another. Skates it in. Nice centering pass with nobody quite home. We just about had that one. Skating in now with it. Backhanded shot is a block. Puck loose out front. Backhanded shovel in. Just missed for a little bit right. Taken away by Oim. Oim passes back up to a Rodemaker off the shin guard girl. Kept in nicely by Tome. Tome over towards Beal. Off the boards now. They're fighting for it. Oh, tried to keep it in. Can't quite do it. So back pass from shot now by Tome. Picked up nicely by the goalie, but nice on target pass by the B word. That's Bailey. Who scored? Isla Johnson scored off of a Plinko type shot off of I think one defender skates off the goalie, off the net, and then into the back of the net. Or no, off the pipe, I should say, and then into the back of the net from the blue line. So, chip chance, just launching up. You never know. Put them on net. Shots on net, they say. Puck loose now out front. Backhanded attempt now by Westfall. Missed wide right. Now over to the far side. Puck loose over on the far side. Can't tell. There comes DL out of the scrum with it. Dump rope takes control of the puck now. 1:43 left in the first period. 1-0 in the favor of Brainerd Little Falls. Puck sent down now to the near side. DL's going to pick this one up easily. She lines up somewhere to pass cross ice. But taken now is LeBlanc. LeBlanc skating across ice with it. Trying to get it up towards Westfall. Puck sneaks down towards net. Touched up by the goalie. Banged off the boards now. DL slaps it out towards the blue line, trying to keep it in. Was LeBlanc, but couldn't quite do it. Johnson, who's got a goal on the day now, skating in near side. Centering pass, shot saved. Nice pass by up to Rodemaker. Puck loose out front now, but picked up by DL. Going the other direction. Good defensive effort by the ladies now. Pass over now. Nice pass up towards Rodemaker. Rodemaker just dumps it down. DL picks it up. Hits it off the stick of one of her girls, but they keep advancing the puck now up the far side. DL's skating cross ice, just sends it down. Tighten that up. Puck behind the net now, in control of it is Johnson, who got taken down a little bit there. Fighting for it from her shin guards. Now picked up by Oim. Oim got it poke checked away at the blue line as she tried to clear the zone, so kept in by DL. Red Terrell skating with it now, poke checked away, but right back to Johnson. 1 second left in the first, and that'll be the first period. So, Brainerd Little Falls up 1-0 after one. And my official and unofficial shot count is 10 shots for Brainerd Little Falls, 9 for DL. I'm sure I've missed one or two in there, though, just because it's hard to turn on the camera and remember to write shots down at the same time. So they cleaned the ice just before this after they had like little kid practice, and so they're going to probably clean ice in between second and third. This rink is fairly reminiscent of the Crowing recycling side, I guess, where it's just space around the bottom of the rink to watch, except for at least we have the sniper's nest in the Crowing recycling rink. They have a warm spot upstairs, but then you're upstairs with, in the quiet, broadcasting with looking like it's probably Detroit Lakes people, and that would just be awkward. So here I am. Again, just one game this weekend for the ladies. Then next weekend is a road trip. I think they start out in the Duluth area. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, Saturday at noon. It's at Hermantown Proctor, and then Grand Rapids at 6:45. But that one might be broadcasted by my wife, possibly, because Claire has a scrimmage that day down in her first scrimmage down in St. Cloud. So I think I might be taking Claire down there, since Brittany's family lives up in the Duluth area, and it would only make more sense for her to be up there. So she might broadcast it, and I don't know if she'll do the play-by-play or not, or if she'll just do normal hockey mom screams as she records. There's Delaney. waving at everybody, taking her spot in between the pipes now on the near side. As the girls get ready to drop the puck for the second period, it's dump rope on the dot. Won by dump rope over towards McKenna and Tome. McKenna fighting for it up in the red line. Dump rope skating with it up far side now. Sending a nice pass shot over the back to the top of the net. My mom says hi to Delaney. Puck loose over now. Dump rope fires in a shot. I think that hit pipe, but bounced the wrong direction off the pipe. LeBlanc with it now. DL clears the zone, but LeBlanc fighting further, trying to get control of the puck. Sent now down towards Tome. Tome back passes it up towards Horton. Kept out of the zone now by Westfall. Picked up by DL, now skating over to the near side. LeBlanc keeps it out of the zone, bounces it off a girl's stick. Meeting some defensive pressure there. She just dumps it down in the zone. Now coming this other direction though. Shot missed wide right. Right back behind the net now. Bounces off the back of the net over towards Tome. No, Horton. Puck sent out front. Shot saved. Delaney kicks it off to the far side. Sent off now. Zone cleared by Tome. Now giving chase down there is dump rope. She might be the first one there. Puts on a move. Fires in a shot. Goal, I think. Yes. Top shelf corner by dump rope. Who sends that one home. There's Delaney on this end celebrating. So Brainerd Little Falls now takes a 2-0 lead. I gotta add a couple shots here by our ladies. So off the stick of dump rope, top left corner. Puts the girls up by 2 now with 15:40 left in the second period. Banged off the boards now. Right trip. Yeah, that's coming. So Rodemaker got tripped up, whether it was intentional or not. It's tripping. So Brainerd Little Falls goes on a power play. They are 1 for 1 on power plays so far today in goals. On the power play unit, Terrell, Beal, Isla Johnson, Rodemaker, and Oim out there. I suppose I could zoom in now. It's so shaky when you're zoomed in so far. Banged off the glass. Where is it? Oh, all the way down here. So we're going to do it again because it'll be in icing. Same personnel out there in the right side face-off circle. Rodemaker's going to be on the dot. Only 6 seconds ticked off the penalty clock, so 1:54 left in the penalty. Won by Rodemaker, but back now to clear the zone. Isla Johnson picking it up. Sends one around the backside. Over towards Beal in the left corner. Tyrell tried to get a stick out to keep it in, but couldn't quite do it. Isla Johnson scoops it off the boards now, skating around to the right side. Now back over towards Terrell. Terrell skating up the left side. Poke checked away now. Rodemaker skating up the right side with it now. Bangs it off the boards. Terrell going to give chase for it. Try to pick it up back behind the net, but met by Detroit Lakes. 1:10 left in the power play. Zone cleared. Johnson skating around with it. Passes cross ice over towards Tome. Tome passes cross ice, but taken away by DL. Passing back and forth in neutral zone now. Try to get her down in the zone, and they do. As it flies back around behind the net, but DL there to pick it up. 45 seconds left in the power play. Pushed up against the boards now. It was DL by Allie Oim. Kept in by Rodemaker. No, back down, but nobody down there besides Detroit Lakes. Now coming around the near side. Back skating is LeBlanc. Now we're going to get a penalty, in the power play. So as they have a delayed penalty, and as soon as we touch it up, it's going to be penalty. So now it's 4-on-4 hockey for 18 seconds as we didn't spend too much time with the puck on that 1 minute and 42 seconds of the penalty we were on, but So now, after 18 seconds, it'll be power play in the favor of Detroit Lakes as Brainerd Little Falls has a 2-0 lead still with 13:50 left in the second. I didn't really see who they sent into the penalty box. Can't see who's over there, so TBD. Dump rope on the near side around the close face-off circle. All the way down to the other end. Coming back towards Delaney. Banged off the glass, hits the back of the cage. Picked up by Tome, banged off the glass. It's going to be icing if it makes it, and it will. 1 second left in the 4-on-4 hockey, and then it'll be a penalty kill for Brainerd Little Falls, and we're going to have a defensive zone face-off. Dump rope's going to be on the dot. Tome to her right, Westfall on the left with Scarlett Terrell also on the left, and of course Delaney in the net. Won by dump rope, so now Brainerd Little Falls is on a penalty kill for 1:36. Another icing, lots of icings today. They're just kind of doing the dump and chase, dump and change. So we'll do it again. Same personnel out there. No, Isla Johnson out there now instead of Tome. Face off won by dump rope back to Johnson. Johnson stops, reverses pass, sends it down, clears the puck. Another icing. Well, it took off 5 seconds from the clock, I guess. So let's do it again. 13:15 left in the second. Dump rope on the dot again. Won by dump rope back to Johnson. Johnson tries to get the zone cleared, but off a girl's skate. As she skated in, poke checked away nicely by Westfall. Over now down in the corner. Johnson fighting for it up against the boards with the girl from DL. DL picks it up, sends it off the boards up to the blue line corner. Puts a couple moves on, bangs it off the boards. Centering pass, broken up by dump rope right to Westfall. Westfall trying to get the zone cleared and does. So DL is going to have to set back up again, try to get back in the zone, but picked off by dump rope. As she's skating in, we're shorthanded. Puts a move on, skates it back out, passes cross ice. Now firing a shot from Johnson, but didn't make net. Now coming back towards us. 40 seconds left in the power play for DL. Poke checked away by Scarlett. Shot. Oh, no. That one Delaney had stopped and snuck in 5-hole, and she wants that one back as it was poke checked away by one of our girls right into the awaiting pad of Delaney. So power play goal for DL to bring this game. A score of 2-1 still in the favor of Brainerd Little Falls. 12:23 left. Still never saw who that was in the penalty box, and Delaney wants that one back. Oh, I should write down shot still. Shot pushed off by Delaney. Oh, shoot, I lost my pen. Now over to the near side is LeBlanc. Fighting for it is LeBlanc. Okay, I'm back. Going up the far side now. LeBlanc has the puck. Banged up against the boards. Let me zoom in here. Pass cross ice now. Shot covered up by the goalie. $11:50 left in the second. 2-1. Brainerd Little Falls trying to get this thing back level after I just pushed it over. Rodemaker going to be on the face-off. Won by Rodemaker. Now back towards LeBlanc. Zone cleared though. LeBlanc is going to skate it around center ice. Passes over to Oim. Oim tried to launch in a shot, but deflected off the stick of a defender. Tome fires one in, deflected off the skates, wide left. Now over into the corner, back behind the net. LeBlanc stops, reverses paths. Passed it out, tries to get a centering pass, but broken up by the defense. Oim has it, centering pass, trying to get it to Rodemaker, but tipped right back to Oim herself. Oim skating in with it, trying to centering pass, and zone cleared now. And Delaney's going to let it go for an icing. So offense's own face-off coming here. .11:09 left in the second. You can see the scoreboard up there pretty good now, actually. Very nice. Dump rope on the face-off. Westfall down there. Looks like Horton and Isla put a shot towards net, missed wide right. Centering pass to Terrell. Terrell loads up, fires a shot off the chest protector of one of the defenders. Skating for it now was Johnson. Passes cross ice over towards Westfall. Sends it up towards Dump Rope. Dump Rope skating over to the far side. Fired in a shot. Couldn't tell if that hit goalie. Now over to the near side. Now Terrell's going to be able to, I'd say should be able to step in this. It does put a shot. Deflected, pushed off by the goalie. Westfall with it now sends it off to the near side. Or no, that wasn't. Yeah, it was. In fact, 18-81. And 81 is Terrell. Poke checked away by McKenna, who just sends it back down in the zone for an offsides and a bang-bang offsides. Dump rope's going to be on the face-off. LeBlanc out there with Horton, Westfall, and Tome. Face-off won by Dump Rope to herself. She takes it off the boards, skating down into the right side. Pushes the girl up against the boards. Sends the puck over to the near side, or the left side, I should say, where LeBlanc's back skating now. Cross ice pass to DL. No, they're gonna call a boarding penalty here. That was pretty weak. So they're gonna send Dump Rope into the penalty box. So again, Brainerd for the second time on a penalty kill. Last one proved successful to them barely. As they had one better than have good luck than no luck at all type thing. So 2 minutes, penalty kill. Oim LeBlanc, Rodemaker's on the face-off. What? We got 5 girls. We need somebody else off. Yep. Beal skates off. Tome on the right side. Coach is screaming one. Face-off taken by Rodemaker. Back to Dumper to shot on net from the face-off circle by Tome. So that kills some time and doesn't create an icing. Picked off by Rodemaker. She's skating across center ice. Tries to put on a shot. Was picked off by the defense. Now down in the corner. Puck floating around now. Now we got to regroup and make sure we're not offsides, as sent back behind the net was Tome. Picked up though back behind there was Oim. Now sends it up the ice or the boards towards LeBlanc. LeBlanc cross ice pass. Back to Tome. Tome fighting with it up against the boards. Picked up by DL. They're going to call another penalty here. It's going to be 5-on-3 for a minute. So 5-on-3 coming for a minute and 10 seconds, and then it's going to be 4-on-5. As Oim gets sent to the penalty bin. And the 3 skaters that we're choosing to be out there are Isla, Scarlett, and McKenna. So, I'll zoom back out. Face-off won by McKenna, who was on the dot. Back to Johnson. Johnson trying to get the zone cleared, taken by DL. Shot fired in, misses wide right. Scarlett going to pick up the puck off the boards and sends it down towards net. That's going to be on net, so nice. Hits the net, so that, what? Maybe not. See, I was trying to zoom in at the same time. I thought it hit net. It was still called icing, apparently, so must not, or she must have let her go. 53 seconds left and 5-on-3. Same. No, Allie's out there. That wasn't Allie Oimpenny. It must have been a Rodemaker. 26, not 28. Sent over here now. EL has the puck, sends it cross ice up to the blue line. Loads up, fires a shot over the top of the net, bangs off the glass. Now picked up by Terrell. Terrell sends it down, gets the zone cleared nicely. That'll kill some time. 32 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Sent cross off, picked off by Johnson. Johnson dumps it down, so waved off, so no icing. Now fighting for it down there is Oim. 15 seconds left in 5-on-3. Skating across center now, or right side is Detroit Lakes. Back skating is Isla, who pushes a girl off the puck, sends her over into the corner. 2 seconds, 1 second. Okay, we're back to a penalty kill now, and Oim got taken down as she's trying to advance the puck, so 5-on-4 now. Still in the favor of Detroit Lakes, but killed off a minute of 5-on-3, banged off the glass towards dump rope, nice pass up towards McKenna. Sent all the way down, now that's going to kill off some more time. 30 seconds left in the power play. Hustling for the puck down there was McKenna, yep, it was. Over to dump rope. Dump rope passes back over towards Tome. Dump rope takes it again, sends it back behind the net. LeBlanc waiting for it over on the left side. Cross ice pass. Oh, Sniper took the girl down and she lost control of it. And it's going to be icing. So 6 seconds left in the penalty kill for Brainerd Little Falls. Dump rope's going to be on the face-off. That was a very slow song for a hockey game. Face-off taken by dump rope, but passes over towards DL. Now, good defensive pressure there by LeBlanc, who pushes the girl up against the boards, takes puck back to full strength now, so the ladies killed off a minute of 5-on-3 and another minute of 4-on-5. As we're back to full strength, and that's Tome passes up the far right side towards Rodemaker. Rodemaker sends it off, going to the girls' sticks down in the far side corner, back behind the net now. Over to the near side now, DL advancing the puck, back skating is LeBlanc, but picked off from behind by Oim. Over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc fighting for it up against the boards with Horton as well. Sent down into the zone. Taken off the boards. That wasn't quite a shot. Taken away by the defense, back behind the net now. 6:25 left in the second. 2-1 favor Brainerd Little Falls. Now puck going to be down front and center here. Scarlett picks it up off the boards, skates around to the right side, now turns, goes left side. She's got a little bit of a lane here. She skates over to the left. Oh, lost control of it last second. Banged off the boards now by DL as they skate into the zone. Tried to get a shot off, but defended nicely by Johnson. Johnson going to make a run at it on the far right side now. She's skating down. Puts on a shot. Save. No, yeah, save. Back behind the net now. They're skating. Can't tell from all the way down here. I just wait for reaction. Another shot. Covered up by the goalie and freezes the puck with 5:40 left in the second period. What? For what? Oh, go make your own cash. Go make your own cash. Hold on. How much you need, $1? How about a quarter? Face-off was won by Brainerd Little Falls, and that must have been offsides by a little bit. Hopefully there's not 100 in there. Well, I know there isn't because there's not one of those in my wallet. Well, now they have that kid fed. Back to the game. 5:29 left in the second. Face-off is going to be dump rope. Wins it back to Westfall. And Westfall passes back to Tome. Tome bangs it off the boards over to the right side. LeBlanc skates in, tries to pick it off. So back skating by herself is Tome. Puts a shot on net. Delaney pushes it off with her glove. Now down into the corner. Puck deflected. Back out in front. DL tries to shovel pass. Puck loose out front. Deflector defended nicely. Now McKenna has it over to Dump Rope. Dump Rope skating now center with it. Skating off to the right side. Fires in a shot. Center mass save. Another shot. So offense's own face-off coming. Rodemaker's going to be on the dot. Terrell out there with Isla. Is that Beal and Oim? Shot. Didn't quite make it to the net. Another shot in the face. Puck loose back behind the net. Now over to the near side. Oim defending it nicely in the neutral zone. DL picks it up now, skating over to the right side. Poke checked away now by Isla. Isla skating up center. She looks like she's got a little bit of a seam. Skates around to the right to the past one girl. Tries a centering pass. Puck loose out front. Had one shot on net, I think, there possibly. Now over to Scarlett. Scarlett back behind the net with it now. Passes back out to Isla. Isla loads up, fires in a shot. I think that was wide left possibly. Fanned on now by Isla, but she picks it up, skating across center ice, and I don't need to get the camera on her. Skating up the left side now is Detroit Lakes. Back skating is Scarlett. Shot saved Delaney. Now over to the near side. Pushed off the boards, now up to the blue line corner. Another shot deflected by Rodemaker. Rodemaker corrals it. Tries to advance the puck, but taken away by DL. Detroit Lakes girl tries to put in a shot, misses wide right, or wide left. Now picked up off the glass by Scarlett. Now fighting for it, really close to us. Taken off the glass by Detroit Lakes. Shot, pad save Delaney. Now out front is Rodemaker trying to get the puck out of the zone. Fighting for it now. Backer on the backside of the net, and there's a whistle, so it's probably going to be a icing, I'm going to guess. Appears that way as we're skating back down for a defensive zone face-off. Seems like we had a lot of defensive zone face-offs. Wheels Welch and Amber Alert Eric at the game. No, they're not. Now that you say that, I guess I haven't called Lila's number out, and I haven't seen them. I didn't get the full injury report or the scouting report for our team, I guess, so. Face-off won by Dump Rope. Now back to Tome. Tome trying to get the zone clear, but kept in by Detroit Lakes. Sent her on now towards us. Here's LeBlanc who picks it up off the glass. LeBlanc fighting for it off the glass. Puck centering pass broken up, taken away by Horton. Horton's got a little bit of a crease there, a seam, but taken by DL. Pass back over to Dump Rope. Dump Rope skated in. Puts on a move. Shot. Goal! Aaliyah Dump Rope with her second goal of the game. Very nice move by Aaliyah. Top shelf again. It looked like top right. But it's hard to see from down here, as it's a long ways away from them. So with 2:45 left in the second period, Dump Rope's goal makes it a 3-1 game in favor of Brainerd Little Falls. Face-off taken by Detroit Lakes. Now skating over near side or far side, whatever side you want to say is Tome. Now back up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc skating, putting a couple moves on. Now back up to Horton. Down into the left corner. Can't tell what's going on down there. Coming out of the scrum, though, was one of our girls, and that is Dump Rope. What happened? She skated out just a touch and it's offsides? Maybe. It looks like possibly because we're doing a neutral zone face-off. 2:09 left in the second. On the face-off now is Rodemaker, won by Detroit Lakes, right to one of the Detroit Lakes girls. Puts in a shot, deflected off the chest guard of Isla. Skating on the backside of the net now is Terrell, stops, reverses pass. Gets the poke checked away. Puck floating around now. Banging around, psyching out the camera guy. Over in far side corner, fighting for it is Johnson with two of the DL girls. Johnson comes out of the scrum with it. Bangs off the boards to herself as she's going to give chase to it now. Calls off the dogs and skates off for a line change. Over to the far side now. Or no, she didn't. There's Johnson right back in there still. Just went back to her spot. Zone cleared. Now back to Terrell. Scarlett skating around with it. Skates around one girl, but gets poke checked away. But now picked up by Johnson. Passes over towards Rodemair. No, that's Oim. Oim skating it in the right side. Puts a move on one girl. Loads up, fires in a shot. It's chest save. Puck loose out front. Another shot pushed off by the goalie. Another shot sent off by the goalie. Oh, I dropped my pen again. Puck loose out front, but DL coming in towards us with it. Skating in, good defensive pressure, taken away now by Oim. DL has control of it at the red line on the wall. As you say, they're going to caught the girl when she was doing a line change, apparently, it looks like. Oh, now I got to bend over and pick up my pen, but my tether is too short. Probably tipping the iPad. Face-off taken by Brainerd Little Falls. Back to Tome. Westfall. Westfall just sends it down into the back behind the net. Horton over in the near side or left side corner. DL skating with it over there. 23 seconds left in the period. Dump rope passes cross ice. Over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc sends one down range. Off target. McKenna sends one on net shot, save goalie. I thought that was a weird deflection. Another shot, goalie fighting for her life down there. 6 seconds left in the period. LeBlanc's gonna be able to step into this one. Loads up, fires in, top shelf goal. Ashley LeBlanc with a beauty. With 2 seconds left in the second period, puts the Brainerd Little Falls girls up 4-1. That was a nice one. She had a wide open seam there. It's a nice job in the offensive end down there by the ladies, putting shots on net, getting rebounds, and they're able to kind of get the puck free and clear out to LeBlanc. Had a wide open angle of that net and picked the top corner and sent her home. And that's the end of the second period. It's a 4-1 after the second period. The official and unofficial shot count is Detroit Lakes 14. We have 25. Again, that's the official, unofficial one. I'm going to move this over so this thing doesn't get kicked by these ladies. They're going to be walking right past me. So I'll go over into the dirtier part of the glass. There's our ladies entering the locker room with a 4-1 lead. As they open the Zamboni doors, get ready to clean the ice. There's Har with her sling. Hogstead and Tome also on the injury report. And fresh off the injury report was Ali Oim, the last one on. So now you get to watch Zamboni from this end. Second year 15U, they're all old. You don't really have that many girls that are second year 15U. I think that was just an excuse by the coach as why we're leading 4-1 at the end of 2. Thanks. He's like almost like he's paying me now. Oh, he's choking a dude out, huh? Yeah, what a sadist. There's like punching dummies over there with hockey jerseys on. video of Roman trying to choke one out, apparently. So, good first half, or 2/3 of the game, huh, Jer? Good first 2/3 of the game, huh?
Yeah. It's pretty good. Considering we're down a handful of players.
Yeah. I just heard the DL coach walk by and say there's a lot of second year 15s here, so they're old teams. Like, you don't really have that many second year 15s out there.
No.
A couple, probably about average what a normal 15U team would be.
Maybe 3.
Right.
Second year.
Right. It's just his excuse, so I were winning by 3. So hopefully they continue to keep the pace up, finding those top shelf goals, picking out corners, keep sending a few home. There goes the Zam lady. And I'm going to let you guys just watch the Zamboni lady for a little bit. Taking the headset off. And enjoy the sounds and sights.
Doing this on YouTube then?
Yeah. We're still live, so don't tell any dirty jokes or anything.
Who, me? Come on now.
And as the Zamboni exits the ice, so do our ladies from the locker room as they're waiting for the referees to come back on after the Zamboni door is shut so they can skate out. Entering the third period for your Brainerd Little Falls Iron Fire Ironworks 15U hockey team, leading 4-1 versus Detroit Lakes. Again, Iron Fire, thank you for sponsoring the team. They're a full-service metal fabrication shop. They got 26 years of ornamental and ironwork and custom steel fabrication. That's a lot of years. So if you need them for anything from custom ironwork, wrought iron railings, curved and spiral staircases, or, fire pits like I got, go to ironfiremn.com. That's ironfiremn.com. I received word that the one goal that they scored on us could have been some friendly fire. I guess I didn't pay too much of attention to it as I was trying to follow along with the camera, so I didn't really see. Either way, it'll be 4-1 entering the third period. Zamboni's door is closed. Now just waiting on referees as the DL girls behind us are also waiting to step on the ice. I am. Well, for whoever wants to watch. For them, but anybody can watch. So they're skating on the ice, are the ladies. Waiting to get this third period started. The last period of hockey for this weekend, which seems fairly unusual. Move back down after the Detroit Lakes team exited. Move back to this spot. It's got just a little bit cleaner glass. So now they'll get stretched, get warmed back up, play 17 more minutes of hockey. Going into it with a fairly comfortable lead of 3-1, but anything can happen, I guess. Or 4-1, I mean, a 3-goal lead. You guys knew what I meant. Detroit Lakes girls waving at the camera. Referee blowing the whistle saying, let's get this show on the road. Just the same spot I was in. I don't remember that smudge. Maybe. Not gonna get much better. puck marks on the glass. So waiting at center ice for the puck drop to start the third period. His dump rope on the dot. Westfall and Horton forwards, and the B word and Le B word. Bailey and LeBlanc on the defensive spots. Face-off was taken by possibly DL, but we have control of it now. Send cross ice over towards Horton, just out of her reach as the puck's going to bounce all the way down, and an icing. A lot of icings. So defensive zone face-off coming. Same personnel as 17 seconds ago. Dump rope again's on the face-off. One this time. Over to Tome. Tome skating behind that with it. Stop, reverses pass. Back up to a DL girl. Skates in. Number 10 has it, loads up, fires in a shot. Save, kicked off to the left side now. Where McKenna's going to be skating up the boards. Looking for someone to pass to. She skates off. Centering pass broken up by DL. Slapper. Shot. Goal! Very nice by Bailey Tome. The blue line slap shot sends this game to 5-1. And the B word put a point on the board. And let me get that on my board. Goal, B word, Bailey. Oh no. Oh no. I got it. There. It'll take a second or two to come through, I guess, but shot for them, shot for them. Face off won by, I think it was Brainerd. And sent down on net. Saved by the goalie. Was Rodemaker. Fighting for it up against the far side boards now, going the other direction. His DL skating off to the left side. Pushed off the puck now. And the puck over to the right side now. Back behind the net we go. Can't tell who that is. Looks like Scarlett possibly with her skating style, and it is. Now coming up the near side is Scarlett. Scarlett gets it poke checked away though before she gets into the zone. What's going on here? I can't zoom out. There we go. Fighting for it close and personal. Back to the blue line. Another shot deflected. Just about winning that time. That time was off the stick of Isla, looking for her second goal of the game. Now 16 skating across ice with it. Shot across the face of Delaney over to the right side. DL fighting for it back behind the net. Sent back down into the corner. You couldn't see because I wasn't pointing the camera at it. Detroit Lakes fighting for it in the neutral zone, back down into our zone, but Isla's going to be the first one there. Gives chase, passes over to the far side. Up towards Beal, through the stick of Beal, but catching it in full stride now is Rodemaker. Rodemaker skated in, puts one move on, lost control of it out front. But McKenna came flying in, took the puck, tried to get a centering pass back to Rodemaker. Puck back to neutral. Fighting for it in the neutral zone now. DL trying to take it the other direction, but defended nicely by LeBlanc. Puck bouncing now back towards Tome. Tome who just fired in the sniper for the last goal. Another penalty. Who's a penalty in? Oh, so now Brainerd's on a power play. Brainerd a little fault. No, never mind. Dual penalties. Who was it that skated in there? Is it McKenna? I thought I saw him hold up his hand 5-5. I totally missed whatever went on there then. So dual penalties. Maybe he still meant 5-on-5. I can't remember how they do that. So just 4-on-4. I think it's 5-on-5 with dual penalties. Well, see what they put up on the scoreboard. Nothing, apparently. Maybe they got kicked out. I don't know. Either way, they're in the penalty box. 5-on-5 hockey. His dual penalties just got assessed. I couldn't tell who that was. I feel like it's McKenna, but we'll see if she comes back out on a shift here. Up against the boards now, coming out of the scrum with it was, shot deflected over towards Delaney. Delaney pushes that off. Over on the right side now. What's going on? Just a lot of whistles. Offsides, I think, I'm guessing. Because they're going to have a neutral zone face-off. And it looks like Rodemaker is going to be on the dot. Face-off won by, I don't know, whoever comes up with it here. That'll be Detroit Lakes. Now back over to LeBlanc on the far side corner. LeBlanc skating to the back behind the net, stops, reverses paths. Just trying to put the moves on. Skater on one girl. Floating out now is the puck. Back behind the net, LeBlanc picks it up. Sends it up the boards, trying to get it up to Scarlett. Puck still loose on the boards, now back to neutral. Banged off the glass again by DL, sent cross ice over towards Beal. Puck sent back behind Delaney. Flinged it up against the glass was Oim. Scarlett giving chase there, yep. Comes out of that scrum with Rodemaker, puts a shot, missed high, hit the boards. DL has it now, skating behind the net with it. Skates it up, cross ice. Scarlett trying to push her off. Now Isla did. Back behind the net now, wrap around attempt. Hit the side of the cage, I think. Girl skating in with it, but Isla just slapped her out of there. It's come all the way down here for an icing. 12:20 left in the game. Brainerd Little Falls up 5-1. Defense's own face-off coming here. Dump rope skating out. And it looks like her compadres will be Horton, Oim, LeBlanc, and yeah. And Isla, yeah, there. Here comes dump rope again. She's got 2 goals already today, if I did my math right. Skating around now, center. Puts a shot on. I couldn't tell if that hit net or not. Now back up to the blue line, trying to keep it in was LeBlanc. It is sent across, but picked up by DL. Now LeBlanc tries to send it up ice. Detroit Lakes bats it out of the zone. Now back to neutral. LeBlanc picks it up. She's got a little bit of a lane. She's looking for her second goal of the game. Skates strong side, left side, fires in a shot over the top of the net. William dumps it back down over here. Horton be the first one there. Taken by DL. Kept in the zone nicely by LeBlanc, but picked up by Detroit Lakes. LeBlanc fights the puck away from Detroit Lakes. Powers through one girl. Taken down by a sniper. So DL advances the puck. Back behind the net now we go. Scarlett trying to get after it. They blew the whistle for some reason. The net off the moorings or something. So there the girls are out of the penalty box, and that was Westfall that skated out from that dual penalty. 11:06 left in the game. Oim out there with Rodemaker, Isla. 1, 2, 3. Tome. Oh, we're in a penalty. Dump rope's back in the penalty box. That's 2 thus far for Dump Rope this game. She has just as many goals as penalties. That would be 2. So Brainerd again on the penalty kill for another minute 40. Done a fairly good job on that. The only goal that has got behind Delaney is one that she wants back with a few seconds left in the power play. So otherwise, been doing a good job on the power play. William lost her stick but picked it right back up. Sent down towards Delaney, missed wide right. Now over in the blue line corner, lobbed in a shot, saved Delaney, puck loose out front. Girl couldn't quite handle it. Now coming the other direction though is Rodemaker. Rodemaker put a backhand shot, broken up by the defender. Now puck's going to come out towards us, but Williams going to scoop it off the glass. Bang it off the boards and going the other direction now. Back skating is Isla. And Scarlett. Ooh, Sniper took her down. Scarlett picked up the puck, bangs off the glass, got it to neutral. And another penalty, another whistle. So 45 seconds left in the penalty kill. 9:51 left in the game. Brainerd leads 5-1. Brainerd Little Falls, I should say, because we have Little Falls girls on this team. On the face-off is McKenna, taken by DL, sent cross ice. Here comes LeBlanc with it. She's skating, put a couple moves on, trying to get it through 3 defenders, but taken away by DL. Just skating up the far side. Loads up, fires in a shot. Pushed off the puck nicely by McKenna, I think that was. Now back around the net. Tome dishes it up towards Horton. Tome able to clear the zone as DL picks it up. 10 seconds left in the penalty. The girl skating right past us. Banged off the glass. McKenna right there. Kept in the zone. Not quite. Now here comes skating off the boards is Tome. Tome's got a goal today. Back to full strength, so killed off another penalty. Back around the backside of the net. LeBlanc is going to be the first one there. No icing as she touched it up at center ice. And now picked up by Dump Rope. Dump Rope skating in. Got a one-on-one. Puts on a nice move. Puts on a shot. Save. Puck loose now. Dump Rope has it near side. Looking for something to do with it. She's skating around to the left. Back passes through the stick of Oim. Now back over to the blue line corner. Shot missed wide left. Our left, their right. Zone cleared, but Scarlett picks it up, passes it. Over towards Johnson. Johnson sends one down. Just missed the right to the goalie. Dump Rope picks it back up. She's looking for something to do with it. Sends it up the far side boards. Back up to the waiting stick. Shot deflected. Dump Rope trying a backhanded attempt. Pass back up to the blue line. Load up, fired in a shot. Save goalie. Scarlett had a corner picked out, hit the side of the cage. Was Boehm. Now going the other direction, so a lot of nice shot opportunities there by the ladies. And going to have an icing, so offense's zone face-off, though, with this icing. 7:36 left in the game. That is Rodemaker on the dot. Oim out there as a wing. Same with Beal. Face-off one back to Beal. Beal tried to put in a shot off the defender's stick. Isla Johnson out there on defense with Scarlett. Shot hit the side of the cage. Goalie corralled it in, covered it up. Shot by Rodemaker. A very low percentage angle shot, but deflections come in handy in those angles, and that's what she was looking for, probably centering pass or deflection. Face-off won by DL. Back up to the blue line corner where Johnson's fighting for it. Back down to this corner. Oim's going to be the first one there. Oim has it, centering pass, puck loose out front. Shot attempt by Beal. Couldn't quite get a stick on it. His defender had their stick there. And offsides. So neutral zone face-off coming here with 7:06 left in the game. Nope, defensive zone face-off. What'd they call that, an icing or something? I don't know. Did we get another penalty? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we got 5 ladies out there, so. Face-off won by Brainerd Little Falls. Dump rope over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc passes over to the left towards Tome. This left. LeBlanc down in the corner with it, with dump rope. Dump rope picks it up. She skates it off to the right side. Tries to bang it off the glass to herself. Offsides. Just a bang play there. 6:43 left. Now it'll be a neutral zone face-off. Dump rope will be on the dot. Won by dump rope back to Tome. Tome just dumps it down into the zone. DL will be the first one there. Dump rope putting on good defensive pressure to keep it down in the zone. McKenna sends it down. And sent cross ice. DL's going to skate up with it. Back skating is one of our girls. Puts on one move, skates around, shot. Save Delaney. She hugs it tight, covers it up, freezes a puck. Defensive zone face-off coming here. Get a couple girls changing lines. Scarlett skating out with Isla. Dump rope on the face-off, wins the face-off, back to Scarlett. Up towards Horton at the blue line corner, sent down towards Delaney, missed wide right. Now over to the left corner. Back over to this side, Horton's waiting for it. Slapper didn't quite make it. Delaney, a shot, goal. Delaney butterflied out, deflected. I think it was off the stick of a rebound by one of the ladies. So 5-2, 5:54 left in the game. So that one looked like it was a nice, legit goal there. Delaney kicked out just a hair too late, it looked like. Couldn't really tell from this far away, but found the bottom left corner. Face-off won by Detroit Lakes. All the way down to the other end. Icing. So, offensive zone face-off coming here with 5:43 left. Rodemaker will be on the face-off. Left wing is Oim. Beal out there. Defensive pairing of Johnson and Scarlett. Fighting for it in the face-off circle now. Trying to get the zone cleared. Puck loose now up at the blue line corner. Still kept in by Oim and can't tell who that is in that scrum. That was Johnson. Over to the far side. Towards Rodemaker, skating up the far side boards. One girl bulldozed her own teammate. This could be offsides. 5:11 left in the game. 5-2. Neutral zone face-off. On the dot again is Rodemaker. LeBlanc out there on defense now with Tome. Tome sends cross ice pass towards Rodemaker. Can't quite handle it. Push across ice now back to Tome. Tome tries to send it back up to Oim. Oim skating in with it, puts on a shot. Missed, pushed off by the goalie possibly. Sent cross ice, zone cleared. Tome's going to pick it up, skate back with it, wait till we clear the zone, passes over towards LeBlanc. LeBlanc skating it, strong side, left side, puts a move on one girl, fires in her pass, centering pass, but nobody home. Oim skates up, takes the puck away at the blue line. Kind of fanned on from the blue line was Rodemaker. Going the other way is DL. DL puts a shot back behind the net. Picked up by LeBlanc. LeBlanc reverses pass, skates over to our right side, skates around one girl. She's got a little bit of open lane up center, but passed off towards McKenna. LeBlanc trying to get puck back from DL. Cross ice passing going on now by Brainerd Little Falls. And offside. To say the zone got cleared by DL for a split second, and 4 minutes left in the game. 5-2. As it looks like I don't know what the BW Blades looking to access the ice. The boys team after this apparently standing here. McKenna gonna fly in here, challenge that Detroit Lakes girl. Taken away now by Dump Rope. Dump Rope skating with it, stops, reverses pass. Getting pushed up against the boards, puck loose against the boards. Now back up to the blue line, zone cleared. This girl's on a little bit of a rush, but we got defenders back there. She pushed it off to the left side. Couldn't tell if that was a shot on net or not. Now over to the right side, fighting for it is LeBlanc and Horton back around the backside of the net. Tome will be there first, dishes it up the ice towards McKenna. Out of McKenna's reach, but also out of DL's reach. DL's gonna get there. Oh, McKenna just about had it, picked that one off the boards, but instead Detroit Lakes takes it over the other direction. Isla Johnson down in the corner now, taking it back behind Delaney, stops, reverses pass, sends it off to the left side up towards Rodemaker. Rodemaker tries to get the pass off over towards Oim. Puck bouncing around center ice. Oim trying to get after it. And the bodies hit the floor. But they went sliding, no arms in the air. So we keep playing, 2.5 minutes left in the game. Detroit Lakes doing some tic-tac-toe passing back in their zone. Was able to clear the zone now, advancing the puck up to the right side. Sent down towards Delaney, wide left. Down in the left corner now. Here comes Rodemaker with it, just out in front of her. But here comes Oim. Oim puts a shoulder down, fires in a shot, center mass save, puck loose over to the right side. Oim looking for it as it sneaks behind her. Oim powered her way through that girl, had put a shoulder into her, just knocked her to the ice and kept going and was able to put a nice shot on net. Now over to the far side. Puck loose down in the corner. Over towards center ice, taken away by Isla. Isla sends it off the boards, trying to get it to herself. Back up to neutral, 1:30 left in the game. Shot across the face of Delaney over into the far side corner. Picked up off the boards now. Skating across is Dump Rope. Dump Rope putting a couple moves on a few girls, tries to bang it off the boards herself, somehow regains control of it, skating center ice with it now, puts another move on another girl. And taken away now by DL. But kept in the zone now by LeBlanc and Dump Rope. Dump Rope sticks with the puck over on the near or far side. But DL comes out of the scrum with it. Banged off the glass, zone cleared now. 1 minute left in the game. Number 7 loads up, fires in a shot. Couldn't tell if that was a save by Delaney or if it hit the side of the cage. Coming up the near side now is LeBlanc. LeBlanc looking for another goal. LeBlanc skating around one girl, loads up, fires in a shot. Top shelf goal. Ashley LeBlanc. Beautiful move as she comes off the left side, skates across center ice, strong side, left side, puts in a top shelf goal to give Brainerd Little Falls a 6-2 lead with 39.6 seconds left in the game. Add one more to the stat column. This game was already out of reach, but even further so now. Rodemaker going to be on the face-off. Won by Rodemaker over to Alley. Williams skating in with it. Gets poke checked away at the blue line. Zone cleared. We're going to have to reset. Yeah, offsides. 27 seconds left. Rodemaker again on the dot. Beal out there with Oim on the forwards. Face off one over to Beal. Beal passes cross ice over to Oim. Johnson out there on defense with Scarlett. Up center ice pass to Rodemaker. Couldn't quite get it to the net as it broken up by the defender stick. Shot from Beal. Broken up again by the defender. Now back up to the blue line corner. Scarlett looking for a top shelf goal, but missed wide right. 5-4, 3 seconds, 2-1. That's all for the game, folks. So good job, ladies, as they drove to Detroit Lakes and walked out 6-2 victors with what I have as a shot count of 24 for Detroit Lakes. No, 19. If that's right, I don't know. And 30 for us. So good job on the defensive end by the ladies, holding them to only 19 shots. If that's even close to accurate, we don't know. Jerry said he can get me the official scorecard at the end, but right now all that matters is the 6 was in the guest side up here in Detroit Lakes, and the 2 was in the home side. So again, next weekend we will be playing Proctor, Hermantown, up in Proctor. And then we'll be following that up with like a 7 o'clock game in Grand Rapids on the way home, which will be, I think, broadcasted, but maybe not commentated. We'll find out with who's going to do the broadcasting or commentating. See if I can throw the headset at one of the parents. So, but with that, thanks for tuning in. Watch for deer.